Cody, got your session here, and check. Okay, make sure I get. There we go. All right. Okay. So things. I thought the reverb that you picked for the ending was really cool. This part right here. I think that sound is really cool. I think it's really appropriate to what's going on. You have the vocals pan stereo, but the reverb is mono. So it's interesting. I think mono reverb on snare drum is probably something that I lean towards, but for all of the applications, I generally go stereo reverb. But I like the sound there. I thought your use of you got the fade out going at the end was a little long, but I like that, and I like that on the master fader. Don't know why your master fader is not at 0, so we want to try to keep that up at 0. Might be some clipping going on. And how you can use when you click on here at the volume, and we talked about this option. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Option snaps it to 0. Command will tell you, this will tell you how close you are to peaking, and this will tell you how much latency there is on that channel. So you can use peak. And you can let the song play, and you'll see how close you are to getting to 0. So just try to leave that at 0. It does it, but the fade out was perfect on that. The high pass filter on the bass I thought was a good choice because it's really sort of deep and tubby, and something that we needed to pay attention to. Couple things. One was just the overall lack of compression. This song has some pretty big dynamics, and the acoustic guitar and the vocals not having any compression is a real issue because you can even see in some of the different sounds, like the piano, the dynamic range on the piano is all over the place. There was some compression going in on the vocals, so that's not as on the background vocals, but the lead vocals for sure need some. And and like this vocal that comes in, that comes in every now and then. You can see here. Oops, that's not what I want to do. It was just we got these peaks right here, right? So this, where we got syllables that are going down and syllables that are louder, and over here. So that far, like all that stuff, we got to keep those vocals. So we got big, thick, and then small, and the compressor will take that and minimize that, and make sure that that's not so much dynamic range of what's going on. We got the acoustic, again, some of that, but you can just even hear in the strumming. There's just in watching the Let me pick our tempo up. So just some different volumes going on. So yeah, there was a lot going into this that I had already routed when I tracked it, and definitely the drums. So if you didn't catch this, then this will be constant. There's this. With the cymbals getting cut off. And brought back in kind of noisy. Missed that. I think everyone did. And that's just one of those attention to details. You gotta, when I punched in, there was still some chatter and leftover stuff. Yeah, and then the vocals, because drums and vocals are so crucial, and that we have these vocals with nothing on them, no EQ, no compression, a little bit of reverb, and mono reverb, and all sort of being sent the same amount. Notice that these all just snap to 0. So we want to sort of make sure we have the focus, what's supposed to be the biggest thing, and I think sometimes that gets lost. And additionally, I think that the kick drum and the snare drum, the drums are definitely not supposed to be huge, loud, big, boom, chaka kind of drums. Definitely sort of that compressed Coldplay, but I think we're getting a little lost in that, some definition. So that kick drum, because there's some So that's ripe for adding a little gate action. So a high-pass filter, and then we've got this. So our gate's going to go right in between here, right? So we'll grab this gate expander. We'll go to the preset. Something. Just kick it. Kick gate. Let's go to kick expander. Okay, so that doesn't sound good. And there it instantly tightens up our sound quite a bit. And we might even... Now, there's two level volumes, right? Because there's this volume and this volume. So we might need to do either separate that in half or automate that gate a little bit so that, because this problem sounded okay, but we want to make sure that that gives us throughout the song, pay a lot of attention. It's drums and vocals over and over. You got to stay on top of those. Again, some compression, parallel compression for the drums. Tighten all that up. Some more compression on the acoustic. Maybe a little compression on the lead vocal. You got some automation going on, and then you had the reverb on the labeled xylophone. So some interesting things going on. I appreciate that.